Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Teresa, aka Ted from Ted's Wig Emporium. Now guys, if you are looking for your ultimate boho 70s inspired long synthetic wig that will last you a long time, then let me introduce you to Angelina Mono SF by Belle Madame. This beautiful piece is in color Vanilla Root, and if you are not familiar with Belle Madame color palette, I've got a couple of sister shades to give you a better idea. So Angelina Mono is probably one of my favorite long wigs so far. I think what appeals to me the most is that the waves start from the chin down. So it doesn't look like it's overstyled and too wavy, if you know what I mean. I tend to wear straight hair most of the time, so I really appreciate that very subtle, gentle wave. It almost looks like you've braided your hair overnight and then just unbraided it, and this was the next day. So guys, I'm definitely a bit of a sucker for layering. As you can see, she does come with those pieces here at the front. I think if you do wear a parted in the middle, in the center, you can really appreciate all of those layering. Now let me give you the measurements. So those pieces here at the front measure 9 inches, and I think this is a perfect length if you are trying to conceal any imperfections in your face shape. Now from the crown she measures 15 inches. The sides measure 15 inches. The nape measures 13 inches. So as you can see guys, she is a very long wig, 20 inches overall. If this length bothers you, or if you feel like it might be a bit too long for you, don't be afraid just to trim her down, because with the waves you don't tend to see any imperfections. You could just go in with your scissors and give her just a little trim to your preferred lengths. So one of the things that make Belle Madame wigs so believable and undetectable is that lace front. They refer to it as Super Front, which is the SF in the name of the wig. And what you are going to get is an extended lace with the hair brought right to the edge of that lace, guys, so you don't see any lace. It is virtually undetectable. Let me come closer and demonstrate. So as you can see guys, we've got a variation of lighter and darker pieces running along the hairline, giving you a very realistic look. There isn't just a straight band of lighter pieces at the front. It's definitely a mix of the two shades, which to me makes more sense. Now as you can see, that lace is extended right down to here and blends beautifully into the rest of the cap. I have stretched that lace a little bit, I think, because when I pull my hair away from my face, I can see a little lift here on the temples. This is quite easy fixed just by using some got to be glued hairspray. You can apply it, just a little spray here on the sides. If that happens to you, use a little bit of the hairspray, which will hold it down. As you can see guys, the coverage is awesome. Ear-tabs are very nicely placed just above my sides here. A very nice coverage and a relatively low density here on the temples, meaning it does look more realistic and more believable, because as we age, we are not gonna get a lot of volume around the face. Now let me show you the monofilament top. Again, I think it is beautifully hand knotted. The knots are very small, and as you know, you can part your hair on whatever side you like. Those are standard synthetic fibers, and as you can see, guys, they look just like healthy human hair. There is no shine because the fibers are not very thick in denier. They are also not too thin so that it causes breakage and too much freezing. As you can see, I can quite easily run my fingers through those layers, and just by using my fingers I can detangle any of the freezing. Given how long this wig is, I think she's holding up perfectly. If I was going to compare it to some of the other quality wigs out there on the market, this is quite similar to Estetica Designs fibers. This is a perfect style for someone with a petite and petite average size head. On my 21.5 inches circumference, it really does fit me perfectly. There is no bugging at the back there. It feels very secure, very snug on my head. Even at the back of my ears, it does not sit too far down. It really fits lovely. As you can see, she tucks behind the ear very nice and easy, and she will stay there even if you tilt your head forward. This is probably light to medium density, but yet again, because she is lovely and sleek here on the top, it really doesn't feel like there is too much hair. So when I'm brushing it and combing it, there is just a little bit of shedding, a few little strands coming out, not too much, but again, because there is quite a lot of hair there, it's not going to become thin at any point, so don't worry about that at all. So let's check out the cap construction next. Beautiful extended lace front with those lighter pieces here brought to the front. Very soft velvet ear tabs with metal piece. Very nice and smooth monofilament top with a little band of permatease hidden inside that mesh strip here, with some permatease placed on the top. Extended nape with velcro type adjusters, and as you can see, I did tighten them just a tad to fit my circumference. There is a little bit of the stretch in the wefts, which makes it super comfortable if you have a little bit more hair. Okay guys, so let's talk about this color next. This is vanilla rooted, and what we are getting is two main players in this mix. Number 14, strawberry light brown or darkest blonde, and number 26 being your golden light brown. But number 14 is also found at the root, creating a very natural, beautiful, realistic regrowth effect. This is definitely a warm color, although it's interesting how different variation of those two colors can give you a different result. And just to demonstrate this to you guys, I've got a couple of different shades here. This one here is John Renau's Shaded Pralines in Cream also consisting of number 14 and 26, but as you can see, there is definitely more of that strawberry blonde in here, meaning it's warmer, it's slightly more reddish overall in appearance. Our second example is Estetica Designs RH14/88RT8. Straight away, guys, you can see there is more of the blonde in the composition, and number 14 is definitely much more subtle, very similar to how those two colors are distributed on the vanilla rooted. I would say this is somewhere in between those two colors, as you can see, guys. Absolutely stunning color. Let's have a look at this color in the natural daylight. Okay guys, so here are some styling suggestions for you next. I hope you've enjoyed watching my review of Angelina by Belle Madame. Let me know what you think and if you tried this brand before. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.